What's up guys, today's video's on the top 5 best clamp meters 2022 that are available on the market. I made this list based on my personal research. If you would like to see more details on these products and the updated prices, please check out the description below and be sure to subscribe to get more reviews. Okay, let's get started with the video. Number 5. Klein is a well-known name in electrical tools, so we expected quite a bit from this meter. It did look good on paper with quite a few excellent features packed in. In our testing though, it didn't live up to our expectations from Klein. We did really like the receptacle tester that makes it easy to determine whether or not a circuit is active, and which breaker any given outlet is on. The line splitter lets you draw up to 15 amps without splitting the power cord it's carried on. These were great features, but not everything was great. This multimeter does not have true RMS capability, which is disappointing given the price. It also requires 3 AAA batteries instead of the 2 that we've become accustomed to on other units. Both of these would be excusable, though if the CL110 kit was consistent and accurate. In our testing, the readings were inconsistent at best, not being accurate enough for our needs. This is one of the most important traits in a multimeter, and the Klein doesn't do well in this department. For these reasons, this meter doesn't quite make it into the upper reaches of this list. Number 4. Hard not to notice the tiny form factor of the Unity mini clamp meter. That's the first thing you'll notice, but there's a lot more to this device than just its small size. To begin, this is a true RMS meter, a feature usually reserved for multimeters several times the price of this one. Even better, the 20 mega max resistance means this is a very versatile meter that can be used to measure high resistance current. Though it's not one of the more expensive meters we tested, it's also not one of the cheaper ones, landing squarely in the middle of the pack. Though it does have plenty of great qualities, the Unity mini clamp meter does have some very noticeable drawbacks as well. First, this device has a very difficult time reading DC. It can do it, but you'll have to play around with it and be sure not to move during measuring or it will mess with the current. Worse, the knob is really low quality and doesn't work as we hoped. We had trouble getting it to click into place properly and sometimes it would zero repeatedly if not fully into a selection. Number 3. Affordably priced Texity MSR C600 auto ranging clamp meter is a very nice looking device. This may not have any bearing on its performance, but it's worth noting. Performance-wise, one impressive trait of this meter is the 20 mega max resistance. Compared to the meager 4 kiloohms of the Fluke, this is a great rating that makes this a good option if you do need to measure high resistance circuits. There is one major drawback to this device that's hard to overcome. You cannot measure DC with this multimeter. Generally, clamp bond meters are going to be used for standard electric work, so AC should be sufficient for most people. Besides this, our only real complaint is that the screen is not backlit. It's frustrating to have your hands full with probes and your meter positioned with the screen facing you, but the measurement unable to be read. Though it's a great meter overall. Number 2. Pricing with high-end performance makes the UEI Test Instruments DL369 digital clamp-on meter our pick for best overall. The 4 mega max resistance is very respectable for a clamp-on type meter and allows you to deal with high-resistance systems. Of course, one of the most important aspects of a multimeter is accuracy, and in our testing, this one was rock solid across the board. When you consider the modest price, this tool has pretty impressive functionality. We always appreciate when a device runs off of common and inexpensive batteries. The UEI DL369 fits the bill, being powered by 2 AAA batteries. We were a bit disappointed at the lack of a backlit display though. Electrical boxes are often dark areas to work in, so the extra help to see the screen would have been nice. That's a pretty minor gripe, and overall, we think this is the best clamp meter. Number 1. Our favorite clamp meter on this list is the Fluke 323, which is overall an outstanding clamp meter with a ton of cool features. This is also one of the safest clamp meters on the market, with a safety rating of Cat IV up to 300V and Cat II up to 600V. It also meets IEC safety standard 61010-1. The Fluke clamp meter can measure AC current of up to 400 amps, and it can measure both AC and DC voltages up to 600V. This model can also test resistance levels up to 4 kOhms. To ensure that you have stable and accurate results, the Fluke clamp meter takes true RMS AC voltage and current readings. The clamp gives you up to 30 millimeters of clearance so that you can measure current without having to press the device against a conductor or having to interrupt the flow of electricity. This clamp meter is also designed to be as compact as possible, and it's slim enough to slide into a pocket when not in use. The Fluke clamp meter also features a continuity sensor that will beep to let you know that a circuit is conducting electricity, up to a resistance of 70 ohms. One of the only issues we had with this clamp meter is that the ports are located at the bottom, which can lead to stress on the plugs, and it also makes it harder to prop up the clamp meter. Thanks for watching, guys. That's all for now. I hope you guys liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hope to see you guys in the next video.